Hey guys, it's Paul Jang. Just wanted to talk to you about neighborhood letters. You'll hear it sometimes from land investors as something that is beneficial. And I just wanted to walk you through a couple of steps and kind of get you going with this. So basically, what I've done is you could create a Google Sheet or an Excel sheet. I prefer Google Sheet, so I use that. But essentially, you want the size acreage, the APN, property county, property state, first name, last name, and address. And the reason you're doing this is basically to try sell some of the land that you have in your inventory, usually for a little bit of a discount, but it could be a quick sale, especially if you have multiple inventory. So to keep the expenses low, you could just do adjacent properties. What I mean by that is this is a property I bought from Allison Howe. We bought it for 20,000, and if you could see over here, there's a street here, Chestnut Road, and there's some adjacent properties. Anthony S. Cram, Kelsey Amanda Curtis. I'm using MapRite. There's different programs out there like MapGlide. There's multiple mapping software, but you could do a trial run for free, just on MapRite and kind of get a feel for it. But uh, whatever property you have, if you want to keep it cheap, you can basically just go over here to the adjacent properties over here, and just copy their name, Anthony Cram, and just put it over here. So you put their name, uh, and in this case, let's say we're going to start from here, scratch. Let me freeze this. So let's just say that, I wanted to sell this property and wanted to send out a letter. I could just put in here the first name here is Anthony Cram, right? And then we got here the address. The owner's address is right here. I'm going to copy that. I did Control C just so you could have it. And then this is a Virginia property in Gloucester County, right? So um, I put in already the parcel number of this property, Allison Howe, in Gloucester County. So it's that's information that you just know. The APN, you should have this for whenever you have your deals, but um, just so you see it, this is where the parcel number would be. So right over here, this is 27192. uh, you would want to put the parcel number that you're trying to sell. So this is you're basically putting in the information of your property and who you're going to mail it to. So, I'm going to be talking about APN 27192, the property I want to sell, and then this is going to be 5.07 acres. So that over here, 5.07 acres. And what it's saying here is when I do, what we're going to do is basically do a mail merge. I'm going to send a letter to this address to Anthony Cram and talk about how my property is adjacent to it. You got it's 5.7 acres. This is the APN. It's in the county, and I let him know that this is if you're interested in purchasing the adjacent property, 5.07 acres, give me a holler, right? So I'd format this and get rid of the color, right? Make the font black, right? So I label it out here, and then you would have to download this as a an Excel sheet, and you just basically do that for every single property kind of adjacent to it. So this is the Allison Howe property. Message this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this person over here, Kelsey. I would even go to Myrna, right? Because it's kind of adjacent. Larry Teagle. There's people that if you pay for Map Right, you could basically highlight this whole area and send them all a piece of letter, a piece of mail saying like, "Hey, I got this property. Would you want to buy it?" But you would do that. You would write out your template on a Word doc, so you could get like direct steps on how to do this just by going on YouTube. I'm not going to put it over here just because you get this information like in other places, but it's called a mail merge with Excel and Word. So like right over here, like in 15 minutes, I think this is the one that I've used in the past. Mail merge from Excel to Microsoft Word. It'll lay out, step by step how you could do that, right? And then what happens is you'll get a PDF like this. So once you have your Excel sheet and your mail merge, what will happen is, like in the parts that you put the person specific information, instead of typing out each letter one by one, if you do a mail merge, it'll automatically document all the different information regarding the property, and everything else will kind of stay the same. So you say like, "Hi, this is the first name, last name, right? The APN, the county." Right, I got your contact from public records. We have a piece of land property that we need to sell quickly, is adjacent to yours. If you're kind of doing a larger geographical area, you just leave that part out. You say, hey, it's in your neighborhood, so we thought we'd reach out, and then give your contact information. This is my wife's contact information, and you basically send out the letter, and then you'll get a response of people that you're interested. So out of 40, so we did 51 letters, just quickly, and doing it this way, we sold one for $10,000, right? Cash. So our mail merge is worth it. I would say, yeah, it's like one of your best bang for your buck items to, in terms of selling something. uh it's not always a guarantee. I'd probably say, it's close, it's like somewhere between 10 to like 30% that you'd make a sale from something like this. But the larger geographical areas that you do, the more chances that someone will bite. But the highest of interest would probably be the adjacent ones, so you always want to get the adjacent ones, and then based on your budget or whatnot, you want to expand that as for a potential sale. So yeah, we did this one. We sold one under contract for $10,000, and there's a way to get rid of inventory, so that we could do other things with that money. Whether it's buying more land or real estate, or whatever we want, or to feed my family, right? So whatever way you want to do it, it is a nice and inexpensive way to sell your life. So you could actually, if you want it to be red, like 100%, especially if you're doing the adjacent ones, I would recommend on the mail. So once you have your mail merge and your PDF, so right here. So once you have your mail merge, you could just print this off, and then you could, while you're watching, a show or something, just put it in an envelope and address it. If you're doing adjacent ones, that's the way I would do it to get the highest chance that it will be read and considered. Because if someone handwrites you a letter, that's, you're generally going to read that. If you're kind of doing more expansive and you're going to do two rounds, like let's say you do one for adjacent and then one kind of like everyone, like 100 people kind of surrounding that property, then you might want to use a mailing service, a click to mail, offers to owner, something like that, to get going with it. So that's neighborhood letters in a nutshell. And you can watch a video on how to do like a mail merge, but doing it that way can get you a deal pretty quickly. So that's that. Hope that helps if you're interested in land investing. It is how my wife and I were able to quit our jobs and kind of do other things with our lives. If you're interested in that, check that out in the description below. Take care. Have a good one. Bye.